You also don't have to give Jeff a card. But... You have Exploding Enemies Daedalus. Wannabe Scourgefell of Idiot. And Impatient of Seraph the Jerk. With Plinks and Reforms. We do have a form of morsel generation though in Making of a Morsel, which is a pretty good morsel. But, you know, it's nice if you can generate morsels and we can only generate 2. Bonfire. Good. You're stopping by before your lunch break ends. You'll be happy to know that we're well on our way, Bonfire. We're going to be kicking off some The Dig later, followed by the start of our Sultan Sanctuary playthrough. Excavation Eruption on 3 energy. That sounds awful. Dripfalls are okay. Any words of wisdom for me on that? Which one? For Sultan Sanctuary. Extra upgrade for holdover Dripfall double stack -1. That's big brain, Leprechaun. I think we take that anyway because there are some spells we might want to put extra on, and the armor one I don't think is doing it for us. I want to see aggressive up here. Thank you. It's hard. Yeah, getting the Lightstone casing early is good because you can play into that with what you draft. Hey, we have Plinks. Sacrifice champ early this fight to reform and buffer Stuart? Nah. We'll just plink our way to victory here, I think. And Stuart should win, right? Maybe he won't. This will be fun. Ah, there it was. Blinks. That's fine. I'm down with that. Ah, nice. Actually, we had Eruption do the thing. This is a huge tough decision. Space Prism is really good if, you know, it helps us squeeze in that extra making of a morsel. It also helps, like, packed morsels is almost unplayable. Because what are we going to put them on? A Stewart? Prismal Dust is reasonable as well against Impatient Seraph as well. Left only selection run? No, it's not. I'm not unhappy about taking Prism, but I really want the pack morsels. I don't see it being the play. So we can... Okay, so now we could kill off Dude. The kill off play is not bad. Space feels like an easy pick with 3 upgrades. What upgrades are you going to put on Space Prism? Unconsume holdover -1. That's so dumb. I like it. Okay, yeah, Space is the easy pick because it doesn't need an upgrade, so it means you can just spend them on other cards. Yeah, I like that. Are we killing off our morsel? Or are we just giving something... Yeah, see that I like Molded for Champ Reform shenanigans because I don't think... unless you get something that eats morsel, like a Gorge unit, right? Like a good dog, or in this case, even a bad dog, because it's Seraph of Impatientness. You're putting damage on your tank. Which isn't a bad thing, right? But you're generally not going to get enough damage out, so how do we get and you can't fit a damage unit in there. Even unless you get a lot of space or you get something small. What damage unit are we going to get? I don't know. Like, what damage are we going to get that's also going to fit up there with a tank and Primordium? Like, that's the problem. Hey, Daedalus Animus, you saw a card game that said... It was like they are billions. Ooh, okay. A card game that was like they are billion. Well, they are billions. I mean, technically, it's like it's a 3D tower defense. It's more of an RTS game, though. I don't know, if Retropolis was saying it's like AR Billions, then they've definitely got tickets on themselves they don't deserve. Like, that's just name dropping to try and make sales and annoy people with, no, it's not. Like, it's just not. Yeah, I can kind of see it. It's got waves. And it has... zombie-like enemies. Maybe. Was it 2D side-scroller-ish with side-scrolling thing where, yeah, you drop down towers with rats? Then it might be Retropolis, but wow, that's awfully generous, or someone wasn't actually paying attention to the game they were playing. I don't think it's a skip, but I'm going to be going Umbra Banner. Isn't Retropolis just for the king with rats? No, not even close. Retropolis is a real-time deck builder tower defense with a single lane, two individual single lanes. For the king's like a more dungeon crawl JRPG style fight, turn-based. With, I don't know, I wouldn't, RPG elements, I guess. Yeah, Retropolis was a neat game for a short while until they ruined it. And even if they didn't, it still would have only been for a short time because there just wasn't enough variety and stuff. Hey there, goodness. What's a monster train? This is a monster train. Yeah, I'm not going to do the shenanigans. Yeah, the thing is, like, it was roguish, but the 4 leaders that they had didn't put enough variety in the game. Orcs? I haven't played Orcs. Sorry. Because it was a shared card pool. And that's really hard to pull off. I'm sure there's a game that does it, so I'm not going to say you can't do it as much as I want to. But when you have a shared card pool amongst all of the options, I mean, there's Shadow, but we don't generate morsels enough. What if we do it with a morsel maker? You didn't even need to. I had multiple wins where I didn't touch the leader ability. And a lot of them where I just did it a little bit, and people would be in chat going, why aren't you using the leader ability? And my answer was, because I don't need to. And you just play the cards. I wonder if you can shadow with this. It'd be interesting. But you need to be able to do other stuff. It does mean that you're not looking for a morsel, so he's always doing his job, but how are you actually killing things? They up content with 6 leaders. Like I said, like 1 leader or 6 leaders, it's the exact same game every time you hit play. You don't need to use the leader ability. Although I never played this leader-only mode. Plonk him with Primo? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like, how far can you go with Shadow Eater and him? Like, I need something. I mean, it's early game, so we can try. I'm all about trying. And we do something like give him multi-strike since he's gonna be a strong boy. Do we worry about giving him 25 health? Hey, Dog Barker. It wasn't like that's the thing. It wasn't bad when it came out. It was a little unbalanced, which is fine. I really want more teams to put their polished gameplay games into early access if they're looking for people to balance the individual things like upgrades and costs, unit damage, and things like that. Because that's the best way. Like seeing lots of people play and getting feedback from data, like that's really strong. I definitely don't want teams putting unpolished, buggy messes of trash that we've become accustomed to into early access just to see if people like their game. That's not good. Yeah, I'm thinking health, but it's only circle 2. We might just sit for now. And Retropolis was polished, like, there's no crashes. It's hard to, I don't know, it was hard to see if there were bugs because the pace that it played at, it wasn't turn-based. Enemies start on each floor. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, public test betas is all well and good, but if you don't make yourself known enough, which is hard for a lot of those things, like how do you get people to sign up? Promoting them? Yeah, but Steam does that, right? You could probably go for some free ones. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're going up against free access or an early access games on Steam. It's a different time now, right? Man, I really want that. Just don't let Stu get hit. Yeah, but like I said, I've got no... I mean, I really don't have a problem with teams putting up their shonky crap in early access, but it gives early access games a bad name, and that's... I really don't... that's probably where I dislike it the most. Kind of want to kill that guy now. Kind of want to kill that guy now. I kind of want to kill that guy now. Alright, cool. Thanks. If I just killed the fairy with it, we would have got a rubble morsel, and I'd be able to play Excavation Eruption this turn. Okay, now I really want to kill this guy now. Did he just eat 7 out of 8 plink pieces? No, you can't remold anything that's eaten. Cool, there's that space. We win this, right? Like they've got 10 a turn, so we get 5 hits in at 60 hits, like 300. So we don't even have to use our brain. Okay, good. And we play the morsel just to... Oh, because I was putting the card on him and not the guy at the back. Okay, well, There's a lot of hidden features in this game. Maybe that's one of them. Permanent nom nom? No. No, he does AoE and heals himself when he gets some noms. The biting shadow either makes you a bit uncomfortable. It's... Yeah, you know, imagine if you're trying to give him a carrot, you know. And you just hold it up. Here you go, boy. You'd be all... Ooh, ooh. Hidden feature: if username equals Panztastic, set chance 0.5 equal to 1. You stole that from Dolphin. Equals like engage super mega death mode or something. Pack morsels again. So the biggest problem with Steve is he no longer becomes Steve. He's no longer Steve after morsel's gone, because we don't have a way to generate more morsels. So maybe that's where we take pack morsels now, so we can keep Steving him. The other option is get Wretch. Just get Wretch. We start doing reform shenanigans because... sad face. Holdover making of a morsel, though, could be a deal, right? Permafrost on a bottle. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't want it in the middle. Well, so do we want the card to have a like a vertical symmetry with the -1 holdover -1, or do we want to put the two -1s at the top and have like an exclamation point holdover on it? Should I run a poll? Like, these are the really important things. Yeah, 2 votes for symmetry straight out the chute. That's got to be the correct way then, right? Alright, now Steve can continue to Steve. While being what's potentially going to be an 80 times 2. And I don't think you'll have enough damage. Like, I just don't think you'll have enough damage to do this. I wonder if we just need to get quick for him. But he doesn't eat first. That's the thing. He doesn't eat first. Yeah, but I don't want to do the reform shenanigans. Oh man, would that have been... You can hold on to it. Actually, this is where we could do our reform shenanigans. By killing this off, we can reform it with any primitive mold. So our primitive mold becomes generate a morsel instead of waiting for that one card to come around. Card that gives morsels buffet at X cost, maybe. Yeah, okay. But doesn't give it to champ. Okay, now I might get a Stuart back though. No, that's fine. Okay, so we're good for this fight. Did he just eat all of those? Wow, that was dumb, dude. What did we get up to? It was like 60 or something. And we're on 1. So we're going to have an extra 30, 390, 180 damage. Okay, so we're going to get... So that was 64 times 2, something like that. So we'll be up at like 150 times 2. So we're going to do 300 damage a turn if we don't do shenanigans. Which means we need multiple turns against Seraph. 12 of them or something? This is bad. We can't get silence either, so... Morsels, though, don't rally. So we should be able to keep Seraph under 30 damage. So we just need to get up to, like, 500 hit points. Okay, that's a thing. We might consider finding additional things to put in the deck before Seraph. Yeah, that's fair as well. That doesn't sound anywhere near as fun though, Gru. Well, Endless Champ and Endless Big Boy would be good. The hardest thing about Endless Champ is you've got to get it within 3 turns, which I think we can. ideally we want bottom floor setup, because then we can, if we endless big boy, he can just go back down again, right? Oh yeah, we've got to get rid of stuff. So the stewards can get played, but if he's endless, we can't have them on the field if they're alive. If we're going bottom floor, can we superfood him? Does endless go across? Probably does, but if we don't draw it in time, I'm toast. Let's just take that for now. Yeah, endless does go across. So the other option is just give him the health. I think giving him the health to start is important. I wonder if that's enough health. No, let's give him that one. I'm not going to be greedy on that. Jerk. Take the 6. Kill off some morsels. Do we take 6 instead of taking 6? Rude. Go the miracle blink? Never happens. Could have had gold. I would have had to put Stewart on the top the previous floor, right? But you know, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Could also endless this guy, right? Unavailable. Feast works if we get endless on our dude. It's bad if we don't, because we're wanting to draw feast. But there's sometimes that it might. That's going to be the big deal. If we can get endless on our champ, then that's really good, because that boosts our output. And because we have limited turns against when Seraph comes in to get the job done, that also lets us do stuff. Kind of. But I think one of the issues is if we start to try to follow too many lines, and a couple of the lines we're potentially taking require a small deck, the extra cards you need on the other lines are really bad. So we're down to, like, we're 6 cards a turn, 24 cards, and we've got 2 of them in there. So we're at a really good chance of getting that endless before our champ dies. This is the biggest problem that's happening. It means, which it might not be too bad, because we will get up enough damage and we'll end up with 2 floors to face off against Seraph. There's also the chance of a drip fall in our early hand, so we can drop down. That's even a play I could have made right now. Would be gone for the plinks here and hold him up there and wait for a drip fall. That buys us a turn. It's something to think about. That means we might not need capacity in the... Yeah, you could like plink and then feast and they all die. Yep. This is where feast is good, because it clears out. Okay, that's good. I'll go with that. Because we do almost no damage to this guy. And let's plink. Come on, plink. Oh, now I've got all these morsels that aren't doing anything. Get out. Yeah, capacity's so bad. Like, now I just want to put the good morsels up the top, and we'll drip them down. This is where Feast doesn't help. I mean, it means we can get more morsels in, I guess. But, oh, we don't want to be eating next turn. I want to get rid of that guy. This one. Because otherwise it makes everything else stronger. It doesn't matter. Because he's not multi-hitting. If that guy's hitting for 2, or he's hitting for 13, we're still getting 15. Actually, feasting here does make sense because we can get these morsels out, right? Ooh, look at that morsel. Come on, Miracle Plink. Hey. How's your stealth now, huh? Huh? Aww. Diddums. Oh, okay. So one of the things that is really strong about the reform shenanigans that I didn't think of, that we definitely should do, but we're in this endless one now. Every time you reform your dude, right, he's getting 5 extra hit points, and it's the hit points that make a huge difference because they're moving over every turn. It's not like these hit points are bad, but if you're doing a reform, you get way more hit points. And especially if you get him up to like burnout 5 or 6 and he's on 20 hit points, not only is, like in this case with Shadow Eater, not only is that a 10-point heal, but it's 20 more health. So that's basically the same as having a lifesteal morsel with anything against Seraph. Oh well. Stay the course. Stubbornly stay the course just to see if we have to. You also get burnout? No, you don't get them. But only if you've taken superfoods. So the issue is that he burns out. And if you don't draw a way to reform, you don't get to eat for a couple turns. Yeah, I think you're right, Grandpa. I think if you're playing as Primordial and you've got either of the waxes, especially Exiled, right? You probably should just play the kill him off and start reforming him strategy. And I think don't even kill him off on the top floor. Put him on the bottom floor that turn 1 against Seraph, and then start molding him straight away after that. But since we're set up this way, I'm gonna let's go ahead and pretend we don't have wax units, because science, I guess, and see if you can play this way. You'd probably find other cards though. I don't know. I get rid of the plinks, right? I should have gone two multi-strikes on him. I wasn't going to be greedy though. I don't think we need this many reforms now. Left part could be stronger. I don't know what we're doing much with the spells though, and the health is only a small amount, and the money's... Like, I want to get the deck right down. If we can remove all the plicks and the reforms, and then just be making regular morsels, like morsel makers, That buys us a lot of time as well. With the triple spells, but we don't. We've got one on the. I mean, maybe do the same with this spell, but we could just dupe that, right? Rally's so crap here, but he eats anyway, right? So that's all that matters for now. I even want to throw that. No, we've got drip falls. This will be fine. Like, this is the thing. Do I even want the extra morsels, the rubbish morsels? Or am I just happy with the good ones we're going to get? We could get good morsels. We could hit idiot as well. Okay, never mind. They're quite good. Oh no. Oh, I should have played this. Oh, hang on. No, I still should have played it first. That was bad. I could have got an extra morsel in there. That's close. Get him! Yep, that plus 10 Flink right about now would be okay. And also with the reform shenanigans, he gets up to pretty high health. Oh, I can't play him. I got to keep drip falling him in. This isn't very fun. Like, yeah, a little slight bungle. We should be okay though. I'm gonna leak a couple, but thankfully they're small cost units. 63, let's do that. Cave in? Yeah, cave in would be cool. Definitely. Especially when you have a big line, you cave in and feast. Get him. We get the win here. Ooh. Okay, so there is another problem. Our boy's endless, but he's 3 spaces. But we can go top floor. Okay, so the dripfall thing works, however, it hurts future one. I had a space prism though. Why didn't I space prism on the middle floor? Because you're an idiot. Okay, that's enough of that. So one of the most important things we do is get to our endlesses straight away. Right, Mitosis Morsel Master does sound like a pretty good plan. Or making of a morsel, I should say. We're going to be drawing 7. We're down to 22 cards. And we're going to get rid of a couple more cards. Yeah, so without the... So we're basically playing just Umbra then, right? I mean, we're going to use Drip Falls here and there to help. Remnant Pact, I guess. Although, you're never going to endless like this without... oh, no, you can get a Remnant Pack from one of the other events. Right? Okay, so I'm pretty sure we don't want Shade Lamp. And Forever Flame doesn't really do... it's probably better than nothing, right? Than the gold, I should say. Do we care? I don't think we need the Plink stuff on here. Yeah, I mean, I just don't, not even just to save, I just don't see us spending it. But I think it's, I mean, if we got the gold pyre damage, that would be reasonable. Hey, we're halfway to the one-sided train goal. This is interesting. Turns out it's not. Let's do a primo one. Because we're gonna draw an endless in 2 turns. There we go. Oh, you take gold now, or we can hit. I think this is the better play for now. You could spend the Space Prism there for later, but I think that's bad. I'm going to be putting this in here. I could descend the Gold Fairy twice, but we have a ton of gold. A ton of gold, and I think keeping it was bad because I potentially need one of these just to hit this dude at the back, and the other one to hit this guy. So I think I should have just let it go because of like look at that now. It is only 10 health. I'm not super concerned, but hang on. Like, look, these are all on like so low. Other way, maybe. I could have killed off 2 of them. Maybe not. Yeah, I could have killed off 2 of them. If I don't put these the other way around, I could have killed 2 of them off. Still kill off one of them. Come on, Plink. Oh. Well. It's kind of funny. Could have dripped 1 into bottom? Yeah, but then I'm guaranteed to lose the other one. The better play was just drip them in the correct order and kill the 2 low ones. Thing that I keep doing with the... Although I did use that to kill these guys. Are we good here? Yeah, good here. No, solid. That would probably be the most powerful play you could make, would be feed him all the morsels and then drop something at the end that's going to get all the buffs he's gotten. Skip crushing mines. I just don't want that extra in my deck. I just not want the remolders. They're not that important. Right, so we now draw the Endless. Like, we're guaranteed to draw the Endless, right? Almost has to go there. Ah, hey, Warmaster Khan, how you doing? Yeah, and yes, it can. It is really cool. It can also miss everything you want it hit. So I don't think we're at a stage where we don't care for what he rallies, but need to be a little bit careful, right? I'm gonna try and bait him out. No, he's supposed to go up. Okay. So we have a lot of outs here. I think Activation Eruption is the first one. Idiot, Sarah. 6 on this floor. 5 on that floor. We do actually need those to get eaten at some stage. Much better. I don't need to save this. I was going to drop him down, but I don't think I need to do that. In fact, I almost want to drop these guys down so that Seraph goes up once and then comes down and then has to go somewhere else, right? Okay. So I want to drop one of these. Because I want to be able to play these guys again. To full health again. Yeah. Although I don't like the fact that this is happening. I want that one dead. We're hitting for 420. Alright, so Seraph joins us next turn, which is fun. With 28 damage, so that's not bad. Man, Steve is strong. He's just a beast, man. Just an absolute beast. Final wave. Oh. I mean... fine. I guess so. He's losing a lot of health though. I think we can fix that. Oh, rally. Let everyone have a come back to us. Temporal Morsel's going to come back for a turn. Good on you, buddy. He's up to 620. Honestly, Shadow Eater is the best unit in the game. He's just amazing. For a 0 attack unit, he does a lot of damage. I don't know who you're quoting there, Chroma, but they're wrong. Shadow Eater is great. He's one of my favorite units. The biggest problem Shadow Eater is that because he's so amazing, I want to pick him every time I see him, and I do almost every time I see him, and then I lose runs because not every unit is great in every run. Right? Sometimes good units aren't good this run because of the cards you have, but, you know, he's the best unit in the game, so I want to take him. He's a huge... You need to be able to make morsels, right? And that's... Especially now with the new champions, if you can't make morsels, Gorge units are a really hard pick. You know, you've got Plinks, which are less than stellar, and not much else. So we were lucky we had Primordium, right? He's the best around. No one gonna keep him down. Yeah, that's straight. The fact that he heals is the big thing, right? He takes a beating, then he eats the morsels, and he heals back up in AoEs. Like that's where it is. Big hit points and a self-heal.